The University of Iowa College of Nursing is pleased to recognize our Bachelor of Science in Nursing students this afternoon. And we are so delighted that many family and friends could gather with us for this special event. Joining me in the ceremony today, Kimberly Hunter, Chief Nurse Executive of UI Healthcare, Sarah McVeigh, Associate Dean of Undergraduate Programs and Director of our Master of Science in Nursing Entry into Practice program, and Sandy Dack Hirsch, Executive Associate Dean of the college. And I'm pleased, I usually have the name of the person who's signing, but I don't today. So, Laura? Mm-hmm. Laura is signing for us today. Thank you. Throughout history, we as nurses have been on the forefront, leading the way through uncharted territory. This is what nurses before us did in the Crimean War, the 1918 flu, the AIDS epidemic, to name just a few eras of uncertainty. It is what the nurses of today did during the COVID-19 pandemic, and it is undoubtedly what the nurses of tomorrow will continue to do. As nurse scientists, nurse leaders, and healthcare professionals, we are on the forefront every day when we go to work, be it in a hospital, a research lab, a community health clinic, here in Iowa, across the United States, or around the world. This afternoon, we are honored to recognize the milestone this event marks on your nursing journey, the beginning of your clinical coursework. You have worked hard throughout the previous 2 years to complete your prerequisite coursework and to prepare for this moment. During the next 2 years, you will learn from faculty who are nationally recognized experts in their field. They work at a renowned academic health center. Through a combination of didactic, simulated, and clinical learning experiences, you will learn to practice with diverse populations across their lifespan, focusing on the 4 spheres of care, which are promotion of health, well-being, and disease prevention, chronic disease care, regenerative or restorative care, hospice, palliative, and supportive care. You will gain competencies in the increasingly important areas of person-centered care, population health, quality and safety, research, systems-based practice, informatics, health technologies, and leadership. While you are here, you will have the opportunity to stretch who you are as a student and who you are as a person. I encourage you to embrace these opportunities. We are honored that you have chosen the University of Iowa College of Nursing for your educational journey, and we look forward to working with you along the path to professional nursing. It's my pleasure now to introduce Kim Hunter. Kim Hunter joined University of Iowa Healthcare in April 2021 as Chief Nurse Executive. From March 2022 until November 2023, she assumed additional leadership responsibilities as the Interim Associate Vice President for UI Healthcare and Interim CEO of UI Hospitals and Clinics. As Chief Nurse Executive, Hunter leads the Department of Nursing Services and Patient Care at UI Healthcare, providing administrative oversight to nursing services, care coordination, rehabilitation therapies, and respiratory care. She also serves as Associate Dean for Clinical Practice in the UI College of Nursing. Hunter earned a Master of Science in Nursing and Bachelor of Science in Nursing from the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, and a Master of Business Administration from the University of Tennessee, Knoxville. In 2017, she earned a Doctorate of Nursing Practice in Health Systems Leadership from Chamberlain University. Hunter is credentialed by the American Nurses Credentialing Center as a Nurse Executive Advanced Board Certified. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Hunter.
Thank you, Dean Zerwick. So to Dean Zerwick and all the faculty of the University of Iowa College of Nursing, and then all of our honored guests here, our friends and our families, and most importantly, the new BSN cohort of the University of Iowa College of Nursing. I'm honored to be with you on this momentous occasion, and I have to tell you, I'm so excited at your enthusiasm and your energy. It's very contagious. So I know how exciting it is for you to be here today, but also your loved ones. And so to the parents and family members and significant others, we want to thank you for supporting your student. I know that you are aware very intimately of all the hard work and the perseverance that it took for each of them to reach this point. And I have no doubt that you contributed to their success. And so we want you to enjoy this very proud moment. And to the students, I'll say, this is a day of first. This is the first time you're formally together with fellow students that you'll come to view as your new peer group. And then it's the first time that you're going to formally call yourselves nursing students dressed in your white coat. And then it's the beginning of your clinical experience in nursing. And I have to tell you, though some days you may think the days will be long, the semesters are going to fly by. And then we're all going to be gathered together for a big graduation ceremony in no time. So I hope that you all take in every minute of this ceremony and realize how very special you are. It's a day punctuated with transitions, so you can think about it as a personal transition, professional one, emotional, and then even intellectual. And transitions always mark the transition of something new and fresh. And then the putting on your white coat is very exciting, and I know you've already had it on because I saw some of you have it on and then you took it off, and then we're going to put it back on all over again. So it's a lot of fun we're going to have today. But your coat is, crisp and tailored, and by the way, it looks really good on you already. But it's an outward sign to others who are here to us today that you're committing yourself to take on a new role as an undergraduate nursing student. And when you put that white coat on, you might feel something different inside. It's a new sense of responsibility to yourself and to those around you today, but most importantly, to your future patients who will be recipients of your outstanding care. For the next couple of years, you've earned your right to call yourselves nursing students, and you've assumed the responsibility to be students of nursing with one day the goal to become a registered nurse. And along that road, you'll be taught and mentored by the best in the profession at the University of Iowa College of Nursing. You are so fortunate to be going to school here. You are in a highly ranked program. Every one of you are so bright, and it was so competitive for you to be here today, so we know that you're going to be uber successful in your role. So some people talk about nursing, that it's an art and a science, and the science part, right, think of all the courses you've taken to get here. You've had anatomy, physiology, chemistry, math, like it or not, maybe some research, and maybe if some of you took physics, I don't know. But you've spent a lot of your time focusing academically in those areas to get to this point. And you've got a bit more to learn about those subjects and all types of new things that you'll be taking. And Dean Zerwick talked about some of those spheres of care. And you never want to stop learning the science. I think one of the things that's so interesting, and I learn every day, love to listen and love to learn all of the things that are going on with care of patients, changes in technology and new techniques that we have to help them on their journey to being the most healthy that they can be. But I'll also tell you that nursing is an art. So there's something about the skill of a nurse's hands and the gut reaction that a nurse has inside that just says, something's not right. And you will develop that. And it's almost magical, and I don't know how to explain it other than sometimes you will just feel like, I can't put my finger on it, but something's not right. And you know what? Sometimes the family members of our patients will also tell you the same thing. And when they do, you need to listen to them because they're right. Now, over time, you're going to develop in your skill as a nurse, and you're going to become very competent, proficient, and then even an expert. And so it's kind of like we take small steps, and then we walk, and then we run, and you're going to go through all of those stages. So, in preparing for this, I asked a lot of nurses at UI Healthcare. This was my question. What piece of advice would you give to a student entering nursing? And so, as I looked through, I had them write this down on cards for me, and I went through and sorted and categorized things and came up with several themes that emerged. So number one, they talked about skills to develop. One, and you could probably, I bet if this were informal and I asked you to raise your hand and talk, you could come up with some of these. One is organization. Another is time management, and I suspect you've worked on these already to even get to the point that you are. But all of those are really important skills for nurses because we're really busy. Another thing they said is take care of your physical and mental well-being. Fill your cup often, since as nurses, we're trained to pour out care and compassion to others. Listen and observe, because you'll learn a lot that way. And then focus on the end result and keep moving forward. So the second theme that emerged is exploration. They talk about explore the many opportunities within nursing to find your fit and your passion. Another piece of advice was use your summer and weekends as you can to try out different types of nursing. There are so many opportunities for nursing, and trying things out will help you determine what you like the best. The opportunities in nursing are endless, so always keep your focus on providing the same safe and high-quality patient care you would want your family members to receive. And then another piece of advice is to get involved in local and national student professional organizations. And I know the College of Nursing will help you be familiar with those. So the third category, and to me, I'd have to say I think this is the most important. And I call this category, remember, we are human. So take time to listen to your patients. You need to look them in the eye, right, when you communicate with them, so that they know you're intently focusing on what they're saying and that you're listening to them. Always keep your patients in the forefront and deliver care with empathy. So when you think about what we do, we're professionals and we're busy and we're highly skilled and all of those things, and we go to work in whatever venue we are taking care of patients. And for us, in that moment, it's work, and that's fine. But to the patients and to the families, it's not work for them. And a lot of times it's a really big event for them to be in our care. And so just realize that and think about what they might be experiencing, and that level of empathy will help you connect with them. And then I would say no matter how busy you are or how much technology is the part of the care that you deliver, and we use a lot of technology these days, a human is on the other side of that. And so connect with that human always. And then the fourth and final category of advice that the nurses have is speak up. So ask questions. This is how you learn and you show interest, but it also determines what you have to also determine what you can find out for yourself, right? So people love for you to ask questions because we want to help you learn, but we also expect that you do your research and you come with some information yourselves. So be willing to speak up to advocate for patient care and advocate for your coworkers. So someone told me, we cannot improve if you do not speak your mind. So we really do want to hear what you have to say. And then remember, you are never alone. Don't hesitate to seek support from professors, peers, and other healthcare team members. And you're going to run across a lot of times where you're not sure about something. And so remember, you are not alone, and there are other people around that want to help you. So really take advantage of that. And then finally, doing the right thing is never the wrong thing, right? So we always strive to do what's right, and we will never criticize for taking an action when it's done in the best interest of the patient. So those are the words of advice from a variety of nurses at UI Healthcare. So throughout your clinical experiences in school and beyond, you'll realize what a privilege it is to take care of patients. So, patients share with us as nurses very personal information, right? They really admit their fears. They share their vulnerabilities with us, and so that is a real privilege to have another person who feels that way and safe in order to do that. Patients are going to look to you for guidance and reassurance and empathy. They will share very joyous moments with you, and that's a whole lot of fun. And then they're going to share very sad ones too. And your support of their family members is very important as well. And so in all of these experiences, I say, you'll be woven into the fabric of their lives. They will remember you and how you comforted them, and how you laughed with them, and how you listened to them. And in my role, I get to receive letters from patients, comments from their family members of the impact nurses made on them or their family member when they were with us under our care. And quite often the nurses may not remember or might not think much about what they did, because that's just what we do. That's how we take care of people. But it makes a huge impression on the family members and the patients. And so I think that's a privilege to be able to do that. So I had no idea years ago, and I've been a nurse for a long time, idea about the opportunities that nurses have to influence healthcare, but we really do. We have more now than ever. So you will always have many career choices to make in nursing, and I encourage you to pursue your passions and always keep patients first in your decision making. And if you do this, you will never go wrong. So I have to say that I'm really proud to be part of University of Iowa and University of Iowa Healthcare. We are a great organization, and we really focus on nursing excellence. And so we're credentialed as a magnet hospital and have many other numerous credentials. And so really, when you boil all of that down, I just say that you are in an elite place, highly recognized with the College of Nursing and UI Healthcare, and you will receive wonderful training and coaching and mentorship here. And so I just want to welcome you. I want to wish you all the best in your program, and want you to know that I, and all of our nurses really look forward to working alongside you in our hospitals and our clinics. Thank you so much.
Our students will realize over the next couple of years what a fabulous partner we have in the University of Iowa Healthcare, particularly Dr. Hunter. It is really a fabulous partnership. Kim was recently elected to be the practice partner for the American Association Colleges of Nursing, and I think that's a testament to her commitment to the education of our students as well. So thank you, Kim. As nursing has evolved, so have the symbols of our profession. For many years, students received a nursing cap when they completed their introductory training period. The cap was a symbol of commitment to the field, and each school had its own style. Today, you receive a different, though no less significant and symbolic identifier as you begin your nursing career, the white coat. So the white coat signifies that you are a healthcare professional who is committed to caring, compassionate service to humankind. Inherent in the image of the professional white coat are the core values of altruism, excellence, caring, integrity, and respect for human dignity. Those who wear it are called to these professional values and the associated behaviors they represent. I would now like to welcome the Associate Dean for Undergraduate Programs, Sarah McVeigh, who will give you directions for the ceremony.
Thank you, Dean Zerwick. Students, you will begin to be dismissed by row. Please stay in alphabetical order as you approach the stage. When I read your name, you will walk across the stage and hand your coat to Dr. Deckhirsch or Dr. Hunter and stand on the green X, it's right in the middle there, facing the audience. You will then be coated and pause for 3 seconds as a photo on stage is taken. Our photographer will be standing at the top of middle aisle, so feel free to look at those exit signs and give us your best smile. After that, you will proceed backstage to have another photo taken and follow the College of Nursing staff who will continue to direct you on from where to go. We will now begin our coating ceremony. Ahava Attar. Emma Barthelme. Camille Behrens. Katie Brander. Katrina Breaker. Melanie Brill. Lola Campbell. Faith Briones. Jeremy Chaco. Chelsea Chatters. Bridget Conroy. Ella Coyle. Kaylee Cronin. Tanishka Daver. Paishal Desai. Kylie Dolan. Andrew Drag. Haley Durso. Annika Ellis. Macy Ingleson. Andrew Finch. Gracie Fish. Suchin Fong. Avery Fry. Hannah Frost. Rebecca Garza Doty. Carly Gamelke. Lily Hars. Caitlin Hammerand. Maria Harmon. Zoe Harris. Zoe Hawkins. Barrett Hefty. Megan Hensley. Melanie Herrera. Yasamine Hers. Catherine Hoffman. Kaylee Hip. Delaney Johnson. Rachel Jung. Maida Yusufovich. Isata Katile. Raina Kaufman. Rachel Kin. Ashley Koshan. Chloe Kennan. Emma Larson. Jenna Lindstrom. Zayla Lofsgaard. Catherine Luna. Josie Lundquist. Sophie Merrim. Paige Mathias. Madison Medina. Sarah Messler. Emma Milder. Grace Millenkamp. Mackenzie Miller. Amelia Moody. Caden Nielsen. Emma Nelson. Nicole Pearson. Ashley Perez. Olivia Perez. Callie Peters. Jane Pieper. Alexis Pingle. Madeline Powell. Julia Sim. Olivia Smothers. Iara Soares. Anna Sobchak. Erica Sons. Emma Spearsloggy. Maddie Swafford. Kira Sapanik. Azina Ugu. Ava Van Epps. Lexi Vanderheiden. Mary Walker. Kiana Warren. Nicole Wieland. Katie Williams. Lily Warline. So we will just wait another minute as the remaining students return to their seats.
Actually, today I was looking for a picture of one of our former students. She did her white coat ceremony in 2018, and I was able to go back to our website and find the photo. So I can tell you that you will be able to find those photos even if you lose them the first time. They're on our website. So I'd like our students to please rise. Can our family, friends, faculty, staff give these wonderful, talented group of future nurses applause? Thank you. You may be seated. So I had the chance to talk to the students earlier this morning, and I said it will be less than 2 years when we will all be back together again for their pinning ceremony and commencement. So I look forward to meeting all of you again in a very short period of time. So as this white coat ceremony draws to a close and you set off to pursue your professional nursing education, you are poised to acquire the essential competencies needed to provide compassionate, quality care that is patient-centered, evidence-based, and leads to improved health outcomes. We are glad to be part of that journey and look forward to the next 2 years. Thank you all for being with us for this important milestone and to celebrate these future nurses. Congratulations and have a great evening.